yeah. Like, pay attention.
It smells like something artificial. I don't know what. It smells like a nail salon. Everything. It smells like a nail salon and it's making me feel sick.
It smells like a hair salon.
No, it smells like a nail salon. Why do you guys know what hair salons smell like?
Because I go to the hair
I've never been to a hair salon in my life. The only reason I've been to a nail salon is because I wanted to go to get my feet massaged. Like, I got my toes painted, but my favorite part was the massage. Yeah, that's my favorite. You got a massage?
Okay.
I'm sticky over my second. I have one already. So I have to do another.
You're not gonna play with it. But if you think of another one, you can put it down for it. If you have it, everyone has.
Are we gonna do our?
So sometimes Melody wants to learn, and sometimes I want to learn. Sometimes I just want to learn instead of doing other stuff. I mean, I want to do something. I want to be active. Like on days that we don't have school, like over the weekend, I'll want to have gym on Monday, and then we won't, and then I won't want to have it on Thursday.
Okay, so let's start off with our book meeting. So I want you to share your text to self connection, and think about. I want you to try to see if you can back it up with make sure you back it up with a specific reason, and kind of tell us about where in the book, what the scene from the book was that made you think about it.
Self connection.
Did you do your post-it noting first time?
Yeah, I have one.
I have questions.
Can you keep my book open? I want to go
You're
for
just
But I don't-
making a
I know
text to
mine.
self-connection.
I told you mine.
So make sure you explain the scene in the book, where it came from, and how it relates to
So
something
I
else.
wrote when she was waiting for the meditator. I can relate to this. I remember I was waiting for the meditator to actually Then we have to ask my doctor for a prescription. Is my hat straight on? More paperwork and protocols, more questions and answers. Is my hat straight on? My parental financial statement had to be turned in. You gotta be kidding. Why did they make it so complicated? I wait. The medical form was missing one signature and had to be resubmitted. I wait. The last medical form from a school was initial and had to be turned in. I wait. I realize I've been waiting for this thing all my life.
And so what's your connection to it?
That when we got our we had to wait for so long and it was really annoying. And anyway, we're gonna get an Xbox because people don't make Wii games anymore.
Don't throw away your sticky notes.
I have an Xbox. No, people don't make Wii games anymore. It's like an old. Is your Xbox gonna be in like giant screen?
Okay.
Can I say
So, yes, Ellie, what's your text to self-connection?
Melody gets all crazy when she comes home from school because she wants to tell them about the Meditator, and sometimes I go crazy when I want to tell my parents something.
Okay.
Like if something happened at school that was super good and I wanted to tell them and they wouldn't listen, obviously, because I have two younger brothers, I would start screaming and yelling their names.
So does Melody do anything specific?
Yeah.
What does she do?
She,
It's gonna be giant. That would be awesome. Oh, I have GPS as always. That's pretty much the same. I took so many pictures with my baby sister.
I almost pushed out. Okay, when I get off the bus after school, Mrs. V is waiting for me as usual. I almost twist out of my seat trying to point my bag to let her know I have something important in it. I just grin and kick after my snack of caramel candy first and tuna melt last. And after Penny has just gotten up from nap, eats her applesauce. Mrs. V finally pulls out.
And so what did you say? What do you do sometimes when you're
I start yelling my parents' names. Because they don't listen, because I have two younger siblings.
Oh, wow. 2 younger siblings, Ellie.
They're both boys. They're crazy.
My 2 younger siblings are boys, but I am a boy.
Okay. Who has
Boys
me,
are worse than
Zelia.
No, they're not. Yeah, they are. Well, my sisters are different.
Okay,
My sisters are not normal.
Do they try and beat you up?
Yes.
Zelia's sharing now. Zelia.
So for mine, it's kind of like Ellie's, but the thing is, when I get home and I have something super exciting
Dude, what do you
my parents never actually look at it. They are too busy with my siblings, so they never actually get to look at it. So that's where it's different.
Okay.
Because my parents never actually get a chance to look at it because they're too busy with my siblings.
And how are her parents
like
different?
what it would be.
And so what's an example showing how her parents are
Yeah,
different?
they actually
But it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to show them something. Just if I want to tell them something that I never get to tell them.
And so how is Melody's situation different?
Her parents actually find out and listen to her.
Okay. Charlie, what is your text to self?
She tries to do stuff. She tries to get her parents' attention, but usually they're just tending to Penny, the little baby.
Did you read ahead? What's ahead, Charlie?
Oh, I
And she's getting annoyed because Penny can do all she can
That
walk.
happened a while ago.
Did it really?
Yeah.
No, it happened.
It doesn't matter. You can share. It's still a text to self.
She can walk and she can say stuff, and I think, and she's kind of getting invigorated because her little baby sister can do that and
Penny's
perfect.
3 right now.
And her parents love her a
She was
lot,
8 and she's
and then
11
she can't do any of that.
So what's your text to self connection?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Sammy takes up a lot of attention because he cries a lot. My fifth cry is fine, okay?
So you feel like he gets more attention than
he
you
gets
do?
more attention than I do because he's
You think you get attention?
I don't get any attention.
So, how, as a group, anyone can jump in. So how do we
Noah's
feel?
messing with his Google background.
Well, I would switch lives with you for a day. Switch lives with all of us.
I would
Okay,
be the only
you're using this time to write. I'm giving you this time in school. Okay, so, how does Melody feel about
I just described her bedroom, but
I
described what her
with my
bedroom was.
dad,
So-
and one time I was doing it, and he was just standing there, and I said, "Come on, scaredy cat," and then he punched me in the arm, and it hurt so bad. Now I have a bruise on my arm.
Okay, so I'm jumping off of something Charlie said. So how does Melody feel about her little sister? She's
probably jealous of
How
her.
does Melody? Anya, I'm trying to ask a question. How does Melody feel about her younger sister?
Where's your phone?
It's right there.
Is it recording?
No, it's off. So how does Melody feel about her younger sister?
That because Peggy's not the attention, even though she's before Patty was
and she can do everything perfectly, and she can look at it. It's like a poop head. Like a baby can do
It literally
stuff
looks like I have like Charlie's kind of haircut, and I just stuck this on.
Do you really know?
So how do you think the
Not my hair. I just wear big Anastasia.
how do you think the inclusion program at her school? Listening, please. How do you think
This
that?
is my escape from that.
I like it how they're helping her study.
I'm asking this question, guys. The focus, please. How does the inclusion program change Melody's school experience?
Well, they think that she's all dumb, especially her teacher, because I will find that page.
No, it wasn't her teacher. It was the teacher, and she took them. So she's trying out for this like quiz team, and
I'll find it.
test. She got 100%, and even the teacher was surprised, and he made a really he was like, "Oh, I didn't realize we had melody there," or something like that.
But also, I think it's a good opportunity for her to be with other kids,
And
that,
she doesn't.
so she can have better social
Well,
life.
at first she didn't want to do it because she was scared about being on the show, kind of. But then Mrs. E was like, "Yeah, you have to do it to prove them wrong." And now she's like trained.
But she told her advisor,
Catherine.
Catherine, to go away during the test. So
Because Claire thought that she was cheating.
Milo, what are we
just
working
because she has
on?
an A.
And the teacher thinks she's dumb. I will find it.
Zelie, why are you reading? I'm not. I'm looking for
You need to join your group.
Okay,
Milo,
No, she's on 142. I'm on
Milo, you
153.
need to join your group.
You look like the same thing as me.
You have, it's the extension, you have to go over there. Are there anything that's negative about this inclusion program? You think anything about this program isn't good?
Okay, I found it.
Oh,
Found
what
it.
did you find? So share what you found first, then Charlotte, you can jump in.
Okay.
Mr. Dimming went silent for a moment. He
No.
scratched his head. Finally, he cleared his throat and said, "The winner of
You
today's
look at my page.
competition The winner of the Butterfinger candy bar with the perfect score is, he paused again. He gave his head a shake and then started again. The only person who got every single question correct is
That's not it, though.
Melody Brooks.
That's not it.
Dead silence, no cheers, just
No, it's not that
disbelief.
far. Zila,
I
no.
know why this might No fear, Molly blurted out angrily. Melody's got a helper who whispers the answers to her. She must have cheated, Claire added loudly.
No, that's
So
not
what- So what does that show an example of?
They're don't
jealous.
think. No, they don't know how smart she actually is.
Okay.
And that's
Charlie.
the downside to it because in the H5 class, she didn't have anyone calling her names or being mean to her. But
I don't know why
in the class, there are people that say mean things to her, and now she's
When
feeling
they
down
go
about
Found
it.
it.
other schools, when they go, he says, "Oh, I didn't realize Melody was competing," or something like that. When they compete against other schools, their schools might not have the H5 program where they have like disabled kids, and they're being exposed to this new thing, and they're just kids, so they probably have no idea what's going on. So they're like,
Gotcha.
Wait,
Okay, Ellie, what do you find in one check?
Okay, he said that he's going to need harder questions. I'm going to need to create extra hard challenge questions so that we will be stupendously prepared this year. He's already starting with the big vocabulary words I heard Molly whisper to Claire. Hard questions, Connor Wine. Look at it this way. If Melody Brooks can win the first round, then my questions must not be difficult enough. We're all gonna
they treat her like she's
rally
deaf.
to the thing to win the competition. She said if Melody Brooks can do this, they must not be hard enough. Like,
Gotcha. So they are thinking very down upon her because of who she is.
they're so rude.
So what is an inclusion program?
It's where the disabled kids get to go to a
There's an
few
inclusion
classes.
program. There's an inclusion program at my cousin's high school.
They
Okay,
have-
so that could be
they have,
that is a
the
text to
Tickler
self
program at
there.
Ramah.
That is true. That's another text to self there thing. 'cause that's something you know
I was in
about.
a class with disabled. No, they were fine.
No,
So-
there would be one
No,
at
but,
my
like,
camp.
some little
Like if
things.
it weren't a gymnastics
When you're
camp,
little,
the
you don't
camp
know
director
that.
said we would have one, but it's a gymnastics camp.
So like,
You can't really.
So I'm gonna jump into thinking about what our author teaches us.
That's
So
not
based
true.
off of
Remember
having this
Ugly?
inclusion program.
remember Ugly? He
What-
could do gymnastics.
Yeah, but he wasn't like.
What do you think the
Disabled.
author
He
is
just had a
trying
weird
to?
face.
What do you think the author is trying to teach
No, like
us
his limbs.
by including?
Like his limbs got to be amputated.
I
He
think-
didn't have like a disease. Well, he did have a disease, but he didn't like have a disability that made him not able to move his limbs.
So what do you think the author is trying to teach us by including an inclusion program within
That
this
you
book?
should do that too.
Did you see in my card I wrote, "I hope your family, but mostly Gabe, has a happy Hanukkah."
I did. Thank you. So do you think it is important for like every school to have an inclusion program?
Yeah, our school doesn't have an inclusion program.
Because we don't have disabled.
Fair enough.
So yeah, not every school necessarily has an inclusion
We
program.
need Stephen Hawking to come in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Stephen Hawking passed away. So
When did
he
he
cannot
die?
come in. He died this sometime
We can
this
go back
past
in
year,
time.
right?
Sad.
Yeah. In 2018, he passed away.
When was this book made?
When was this book made? 2000 something.
So did George H.W. Bush, which is not.
Yeah, we had the flag up for half of staff all December.
Okay, guys, we're gonna.
Really, stop it!
2012.
Really, stop it!
We were all 5.
Yay, I was an adorable
5-year-old.
Were you?
Yeah, I was. Okay,
I was an adorable
guys,
2-year-old.
we're gonna read to page.
Did she go to the aquarium yet?
I was an adorable
Yes.
10-year-old.
Yes. Okay.
That was
so,
in the last, that was before we started.
so
I
here's
was
my
an
last
adorable. We're
question.
gonna read to page 196.
So
Yeah,
That's
that's
30 pages.
That's less than we had to read.
describe
Yeah,
Melody's deep.
196,
Okay,
chapter
I have
23.
one
That's
more-
exactly
I have
30
one more
pages.
question. Describe Melody's deep, unrealized need for a friend using specific details from the text.
Because Rose doesn't include her anymore.
Who's Rose?
Rose
Her other friend. who
Rose doesn't
include her
care
anymore.
about her.
Rose
and
used to be
Why-
the stupidest, but I think Rose is embarrassed by her because she gets all the attention and Rose doesn't want all the attention. Also, we're gonna read till 196, which is 30
Chapter
pages.
23. It's only
What
30. Last
page?
time we had to read like 40.
196.
On what day?
Friday.
It's only 20 pages for me.
Kelly read 10 pages.
Okay.
and
What I want you to do, take out your. Anya Zillin has a reading notebook here. Take out your reading notebook,
I
pick
don't
one of your
have it
post-it
here.
notes, and put it on top of the page.
Oh.
If you, yeah.
Can I do the one about the tip for broken at camp? And
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
do that.
gosh, you guys, I have a memory from Donna. I have Donna's writing in mine.
Noah, stop
No, we're not playing around with font. Please write your story.
messing around the size.
You realize you have to be done with it by Friday, Noah.
I'm not gonna be done with it by Friday.
You do. You're gonna be done with it by Friday.
I can't.
I'm just gonna put, can I just put all my sticky notes here?
Well, I want you to start with one for right now.
I haven't even written the one that I want to do, so.
I explained it. And the page and what happened. Okay, what are we writing our sticky notes about?
I didn't actually write sticky notes. I just thought of them.
we couldn't find any sticky notes.
Oh, our new sticky notes are going to be what the author teaches us.
I couldn't find any sticky notes in my room, so I just thought of the stuff. I didn't actually write them on sticky notes. I could have just gotten out of my chair and gone to my desk, but I was too lazy to do that.
I don't have sticky notes.
So pick
You
a
have a
sticky.
desk?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you had a thought
I
that
have
was
a
not on a sticky, you can write it on your sticky. So pick a sticky and write it on, put it on the page.
Mrs. Pemminger, in my room, my desk, I have a spinny chair. I'm so happy.
I do
My
too.
spinny chair with a cushion on it.
Mine but it doesn't have a cushion.
And there's the counter thing. And then here, there's like a cabinet. And this is here where the chair goes. And then here are two walls. And above it, there are like different like cubby boxes where I put stuff. And then the wall is a bulletin board. I need and there's a picture of me holding the duckling from 3rd grade on it.
It's gonna.
Okay, put your sticky
Oh, that's in my dad's office.
I'll
gonna
write
be so
over.
fun.
Okay, here's what I need you to do. We're gonna try it. I want your goal.
Can
For
you
your
write my sticky
Your
note?
goal, no, you should write it. Your goal for this jotting down is to try to fill an entire page. I want you to be able to talk a lot about what you're talking about. So the first thing I want you to do, put your post-it notes on the page. Then if you put your post-it note on the page, I want you
I
to
told you I didn't write
read-
sticky notes. I just thought of them.
So then put one of your thoughts on a post-it note that you share.
I didn't
You should
have
be
any,
writing post-it notes while we're writing.
I do have post-it notes in my room. I was just too lazy to get them.
So on your first thing I want you to do is to restate.
Oh, Charlie, I'm stealing your birthday party idea. What? How dare you? How dare
Okay, I'm
you?
going to write on my story. How dare thee?
Wait, we're not.
How dare
We're staying
thee?
over here on
dare me.
Well, I need to get my Chromebook to write.
Wait, we're not. We're doing this.
What about
So we're writing long.
I did write long.
No, we're running way longer than this. So think of this as kind of like our goal. I want it not necessarily this much, but we're writing a lot from it.
No way.
So first start off with you're restating your jots. So I want you to think about where's
What did I say in the book club meeting? I forget. And now I forget what I should write down.
Go look at Zelia's computer. It says it.
you were about your brothers. About how your brother
computer?
gets more attention
Oh, yeah,
than the
What about my
you.
computer?
Yeah, and I thought he meant in our book club meeting.
So first thing, restate your jot. How can we give it? Who can give an example of restating
So I don't need to
your
put
jot?
this on here.
I guess you don't. So make sure you mention when you're
I'll redo
restating.
it, but I'm going to make it really nice.
When you're restating, make sure you're
Wait, what's your
mentioning.
name? Allie?
No, that's from Fish and the Tree
Melody.
Melody. Make sure when you're restating, you're saying where your thought came from. So it is a text. If you're doing this, you're posting off the text itself. Make sure that you are saying
I
that
feel
it's
take
the
that.
text itself. What was that?
How do you spell tikva? For like tikva.
Tikva.
Okay.
I need a piece of string.
Okay, right now though, I want you to your young pencil. Start your jot. So first you restate
There,
it.
I wrote my jot. How do I restate it?
So you could say, as
Mine's
I
a
was reading, I noticed, or one text itself connection I made is.
I want to know my favorite genre story. Obviously fantasy because those are the best. And they're the only one. Yeah.
You love the Hunger Games. Ready? I'm gonna look
Elena
at my,
stories are much better.
I want to see what my favorite book was at the beginning of the year. Mine
Is Walk 2 Moons a real
Mine
book?
was the
I have it, yeah. It's a good book.
the
It's like a book that has
statistical
a twist
probability
to
of
it.
love at first sight. That was my
Is it
favorite
up
book
here?
at the end
Can
of
I
the
put
year.
it up here?
Wow.
If not, I know.
read that book. It was okay. Didn't love it.
The mustache. This is what I started. I started writing out.
Found it.
Found it?
What do we have to write there? What do we have to write in that page? Nothing.
Okay, restate your jot. You're gonna restate what was the basic that you're gonna restate it with, what was the purpose of writing it. So, you say, when reading, as I was reading out of my mind,
Are we
I
ever
thought,
gonna get near
or,
again?
She
can leave to go to
It's supposed to come
I
today.
don't know. Lee Moore's the one that is in contact with
It's
me.
like Lee Moore doesn't want us to have Near or Trope.
It has nothing to do.
It
First
was
of all,
supposed to be
Near and Trope have
today.
nothing to do with Lee Moore. Near has to do with his schedule, Near will come in. Trope has
He
to
was
do with
supposed
Nancy's
to come
schedule,
in
Neil.
today. Near was supposed to come in today.
Yeah, and we were supposed to have Trope yesterday.
So apparently he's not feeling well. That's why he didn't come.
Well, we haven't had Near in like 4
Okay,
weeks.
restate your job, please. So some examples.
Oh, I forgot.
Are by saying,
forgot to put
as
no.
I was reading, I noticed, or you could say, that as I made a text of self-connection of blah 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 because,
No, this one doesn't apply.
and then the piece I want
I'm
to
gonna do. I
write,
made a self connection.
where I want you to write a lot about is explaining why you wrote it. I really want you to think deeply about why you wrote it.
Right, what?
Your post-it note.
Mine doesn't really have to do with anything. It's just that at my camp they have the TIP program.
But you can talk about that and
Where they
explain
do
how that
stuff
relates
like-
to the book.